I love you. Good morning. So in yesterday's class, we discussed what is collections. In that first collection already we discussed array list. And in that array list also we discussed what is the difference between arrays and array list. Priority wise, performance wise, always arrays are good compared to array list. Why? Because in array list, whatever data it is going to take, everything is going to convert everything is going to convert in the form of everything will take in the form of object and converts into that related type. So boxing and unboxing is happening in that array list. Because of that reason, it will be little delay when we compare with arrays. Okay, and one more important thing is also there. Add collections. Static void means, and then suppose if I'm creating the if I'm creating some array list, al is equal to new array list, and this array list is available in system dot collections. Al dot add. So okay, let me know the capacity, means how much capacity memory or how much capacity is for this array list. So if I want to know console dot write line al dot capacity, al dot capacity, it is going to return the capacity, and I'm going to add one more element. Now I want to know how much memory is going to consume for this. Now go to properties. I'm going to select collections 3. Now run. Initial capacity, it will shows it as 0. So when you are creating an array list, if you are not giving anything, initial capacity, it will start with 0. It will start with 0, and if you keep on adding the elements, or if you keep on adding the elements, then the memory is going to be updated. But keep remember, the initial capacity, it will start with 0. And once you started inserting the element, then the capacity is going to be increased. Now the capacity is 4. So till how much time that 4 will be there? Now I'm going to add one more element. Al dot add one more element. I added like this. Now 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 elements is over. Now if I want to know the capacity, it will be 4 only. Now I'm going to insert some more elements. 11. Now if I know the capacity, this will become as 8. See, 0, 4, 4, 8. That means the capacity will increase 4 more and the total capacity will be 8. Then how many elements it's going to be? Now the initial capacity, it is returning as 0. And once you insert the element, the initial capacity will be increased to 4. And this after this is 0th position element, this is first position element, this is second position element, this is third position element. Now if I'm going, because only that 4 locations are filled, so the capacity whatever memory is allocated for this, that is okay. Then al dot capacity of means it will return 4 only, but once you insert one more element, then the capacity will be 8. That means 4 will be added and the total capacity will be 8. Now how many? Al dot add, or al dot add, or al dot add. Now Here this value will be 5, right? This value will be 6. This value will be 7. Now, if I want to know the capacity, obviously it will show 8 only. Okay, if you want, you can try it and run. See, 8 only. Now, I'm going to insert one more element. Because whatever 8 is there, that is also over. Now, al dot add of some value I'm giving. And now if I want to know the capacity, see what will be the value. One more 8 is going to add, that value will become as 60. So is this clear? So dynamically, if you are adding the element, then the memory is going to consume. So here the value will be 16, right? Now what I'm doing is al dot remove 56 element. 56 element I'm going to remove. So when I'm trying to know the capacity, it will show it as 16 only, because one element is going to reduce and that adjustment it will take, but the capacity will be like that. Suppose if I'm removing range of elements, so al dot.
Mom, is it like up to 4 elements it's taking 4, or how is it like?
Up to
Even
4
if you're
elements, 4
giving
locations,
one,
4 empty
oh,
locations are going to create.
even if you're giving one addition, it's taking 4 by default. Is it how
That's
it is?
what I'm saying. See, suppose I want to take one classroom session. So
Okay.
what Naresh team is going to do means, initially they won't put any chair. But if one person is coming, then what they will do means, they won't take only one chair and they will put 4 chairs continuously. If the 4 is filled and one more person is coming, then 4 more is going to add. Do you understand?
Okay, okay, got you.
Now remove range 0 comma 3 elements. From 0th position to 3 elements I want to remove, and I want to know the capacity. See what is the capacity, because 16 highest memory is allocated, that won't remove. So that will be keeps as it is. Okay. So like that the memory is going to consume. Suppose if you are not giving anything, then initial capacity it will start from 0. That means when I am starting demo, then Naresh team don't put at least a single chair in that room. But once the person entered, then immediately first 4 means the initial value will be 4. First 4 chairs they will put. If the 4 chairs are filled, then only again 4 more chairs they will put. That means total chairs are 8. If that 8 seats are filled, then again 8 more seats they will get. Like that the value will be increased. So is this concept is clear? Because if you are writing any Microsoft examination and all, they will give this type of program and they will ask the output of this. If it is clear, then I will move to next.
It's clear. Just one thing, like you said, remove range 0, comma 3. Is it like, what is the element? What is the 0 and 3? Could you just say that?
See, I won't tell you. See, when I open this bracket, now you tell me what is that 0 and 3 now?
0 is the index.
3 is for how many elements you want to remove. That means
Okay.
from 0th position to 3 elements I want to remove. Okay.
Okay.
So why
So,
I showed this syntax means, see, some only I'm telling, but many things I'm not telling, right? When you
yeah.
are opening that, you should try to understand. See, remove a range of elements, from the array list. The 0 based starting index, that means 0 means the initial index, it will start from 0. Based on that, you give the index value, and how many range of elements you are going to remove, that second element count. Okay.
So it's from 0, 1, 2, 3 got removed now when you're doing that.
Sorry.
From 0. So 0th element, first element, and second element are going to get
Yes,
removed if you.
correct.
Okay. Thanks.
Others also clear, right? Now, if I'm starting my array list, if I'm not giving anything, then my capacity will start from 0. Then I am saying to Naresh, if I'm not saying anything about that seating capacity, then they will behave like that. If I ask, no, put some seating capacity as 10 initially. If I want to ask, I can ask. How? Then here in this array list, there is one more overloaded thing that is called capacity. That means if you are not asking anything, they will start from 0. If you want, you can ask, no, put 2 seats initially, or put 4 seats initially, or put 10 seats initially, like that. Suppose I want 2. What is the meaning of this? When the creating the object itself, two locations, 2 memory locations, they are going to be. So what is the capacity of this? 2. Right? When I insert the first element, no problem, because already 2 locations are created. In that, only 0th position you stored. And what is the capacity? Now also it will return 2. Now in the first place, this element you inserted. Now whatever memory is allocated, this and this filled the data. When you are trying to insert one more element, the value will become 4. The value will become 4. And this and this 2 elements will be stored in that 4. Total 4 elements are there. If you ask the capacity, it will written as 4 only. Now when you are adding one more element, then the value will be increased. Now if I run this, see, remaining all values are same, but first value, see, 2, 2, 4, 8, 8. So the first 2 values, 2, 2, 4, 8, 8. Remaining all are same, but initial capacity, it will behave like this. Clear, or any question? So if you are not giving any initial capacity, it will start from 0. But if you want, you can give some initial capacity also. Clear, right? I'm moving to next. Next one. Hash table. Hash table. Static void main, and again I have to use using system dot collections. Using system dot collections and hash table. What is hash table? Hash table, ht equal to new hash table. Hash table, ht equal to new hash table. So when I open this, so many overloaded version. It can take dictionaries, it can take capacity also. See, whatever I explained in array list, all those things here also. Capacity and all those things, same concept. I'm not going to explain again here. So I don't want to give anything. I don't want to give any initial capacity. And what is the difference? This is again one more commonly asked interview question. What is the difference between array list and hash table? See, array list is going to hold the data. Array list is going to hold the data in the form of, array list is going to hold the data in the form of object. But hash table will also hold the data in the form of object, but in array list, index is predefined. That means you are not going to define the index. So index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. It's automatically, it's a predefined index. You are not going to touch that index directly, right? But in hash table, index is user defined. That means index you can define by your own. That means he.add, when you are giving this, see, key and value, 2 things it is going to take. So what is the purpose? Because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is good. It is going to store properly. Now, why I want to define the index also myself? Suppose, see, using array list, 30 elements are stored. Suddenly, where I stored RAM, that value I want. Suppose if you take this example only, whatever yesterday I explained. Yes, this example only. So somewhere I stored this RAM. Somewhere I stored this RAM. Now, or somewhere I stored Sony. Now, suddenly I want where that Sony is stored. Then what you have to do? I want to print only the Sony value. Then what I have to do? I have to go top and I have to check the output first. And where I stored Sony, I have to count that index. Then I have to print at last console.writeLine AL of which position I'm going to give that. Right? See how difficult it is. Again, I'm saying suddenly if I want to print the Sony value, now I have to run the program first and I have to check where that Sony is stored, in which position, second position or fourth position or sixth, where it stored that value. Then based on that, I have to give that particular value here. If this is 4 or 5 elements, then good. If it is 100 elements, then it's very, very difficult. For you people, counting itself, it will take time. Or else you have to find where that Sony is there. For that, you have to write some logic. After that, you have to print that element. This is really very difficult process, right? Then what hash table is doing? Hash table index also you can give by yourself. That means I want to store employee. For example, I want to store employee. Array list AL equal to new array list, and I'm going to store AL dot add of employee number. AL dot add of 1001 and AL dot add of RAM and AL dot add of salary and AL dot add of developer. AL dot add of, he's a developer and he is getting mail like this. This is my data. Now suddenly I want to print a message. Ram, your role is developer. Now if I want to print this message, see how difficult it is. Console.writeLine, where is that RAM available? Again I have to count. This is 0, this is 1. So AL of 0 plus your role is, again plus AL of developer 0, 1, 2, 3, third position. I have to give like this. That means here my array list is very small, hardly 5 elements. That's why quickly you are saying. Even quickly I'm checking and I'm writing. But imagine that is 50 elements. Okay. Same thing if I want to work with hash table. Then e number, comma 1001 and ht dot add of e name, comma ram and ht dot add of e name salary, comma 45 and ht dot add of developer, right, role, comma developer and ht dot add of gender, comma male. I wrote everything. Now if I want to print the data, I no need to check that. Simply I can print console.writeLine ht of e name plus your role is plus ht of, see how easy it is. Even if I'm having 50 or 100 also, no problem. I am defining my key, right? When I am defining my key, obviously I can print it very easily. I can print it very easily. Then you might ask, ma'am, instead of array list, we can use hash table. But there is some problem. What is that? The problem with this hash table is we are not having those many those many methods available in that. That means, so first one, array list index is predefined. So we are, index is user defined. Index is user defined. This is one advantage. And this is going to store the data. It will stores the data based on hashing algorithm. Hashing algorithm. Whereas here, if you take here, based on index, it is going to store. Based on index means obviously this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that only it will hold. Whereas here it won't like that. Let me print that. If I want to print, if I want this list for each where item in array list and console.writeLine al of, al item, it's going to print that item. Same thing if I want to print this list, console.writeLine the given list, the given list is, and for each where item in ht, item in ht, and console.writeLine item ht dot keys, item of, sorry, ht of item. I'm going to print that list. Now let me run this program first. After that I will explain this performance. Hash table run. See, here I did some mistake. 1001, your role is developer. Here Ram, your role is developer is working properly. Why I got mistake here? Where is this? This is one position. It's not a 0th position. In one Ram is there. See, that's what if counting or anything is wrong, then here your output will also be wrong. But here it's not like that, because directly you are printing the result based on index, so no problem. And if you run this, both are going to show the same thing. And if you observe this output, 1001 RAM 45,000 developer made, that means in which order I am giving, in that order it's printing. But if you observe this data, it's not like that. It's taking the data in a different way. Okay, so keep remember, hash table will holds the data based on hashing algorithm. There will be some, means for every variable or every value, there will be a hash code. So the hashing algorithm will be applicable to that hash code, and based on that, it is going to hold the data. Now, I want to know whether the performance wise this will be good or bad. So already we had implemented one program in yesterday's session. Let's go back to that. Array list I implemented, right? In the same way. Yes. Copy and this. Two. Actually, 3 objects are not required. One is enough. This is hash table. hash table al equal to or hd equal to new hash table. No, hash table. Now hd dot add I comma ra and watch to dot elapsed time. Done. So date time dot now dot second. I want to store same thing. I want to store it here, and I want to store it in this also. Now all are good. Now make this as an entry point. Collections. I'm executing. See, the time wise, if you observe, the first one hash table had taken more compared to array list, and arrays are very less, 3166 only. After that array list 4244, but hash table if you take, it will be 4388, because based on hashing algorithm it is going to store the data. Based on hashing algorithm it's going to take the time. So because of that reason this will be little slow. But then ma'am, why we are using hash table? Only one thing, index you can define by your own. So in your project, if there is any scenario where you have to define your index by your own, then obviously there is no other option, you have to use hash table only. Any questions? Chandu and Ansi, I'm not at all getting your voices. Are you people are understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Ansi? No. Are you there, Ansi? Padma, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then in array list, one more problem is there won't we are not having much commands also. Much commands in the sense, if you take this hash table, hd dot only add is there. There is no add range option. Only add is there, where you can add the elements. Add range option is not there. Not only that, if you go to insert, there is not at all insert command is available. There is not at all insert command is available. That is one more drawback. And if you take remove, only remove is there. There is no remove at remove range. All those things are not there. Remove at remove range, all these things are not there. Okay, so keep remember, only those things only you can, means other than that you can't use any other things. Okay, so add and remove, only two things are there. Add range of values or insert element, or remove range of values, all those things are not there. Keep remember. And this program is very important, which where you can find out the difference between performance wise, the difference between all these three. Next, let's move to next, that is nothing but stacks and queues. Add one more class. Don't give standard keyword, only don't give the program name as stacks or queues, because stack is one predefined class, so don't give the class names as a program name. Stacks demo, and one more Q demo class. Now, anyone knows data structures concept? They know this stack is nothing but last in, first out. So stack concept is nothing but last in, first out. Whatever last you are inserting the element, first it is going to remove that. Okay. Whereas queues means first in, first out. First in, first out. So in your project, if you are having a scenario like this, then this stack or queues is going to be used. Suppose one example I'm going to tell. Suppose if you are going to bank, if it is a little bigger branch, then how they are going to maintain that means token system. Means once you enter into bank, then you have to take the token. Depends upon your requirement. You have to take token, deposit, withdraw based on whatever transaction you want to know. So there are so many counters, and each counter is going to handle different kind of work. And how they are going to handle? They are going to handle first come first out. Who got the first token, that work they will finish first, that person work they will finish first, and they will leave. Okay, like that. Not only that, if you take movie tickets, if you are waiting in a queue, then for whom they will give first who came, for that person they will move out. Okay, that is nothing but first in, first out. In the same way, last in, first out. Who came last, the person will go out. Suppose some people are waiting for interviews, so 50 candidates are required. Next candidates I don't want. Then what I'm saying, today I want to take only 50 candidates interviews only, and I'm going to invite all. Now one by one I'm going to take. Now who is the last person, that I will remove out, right? In order I will take all the applications. Once the 50 is over, who came the last, that person I will keep on moving. Okay, that will comes the last in, first out. So in your project, if your project is having this kind of nature, then you have to work with last in, first out, or first in, first out. For this also you no need to struggle anything. Predefined classes are there using system dot collections. Using system dot collections, and this is stack, right? Stack st equal to new stack, and there are some predefined functionality. If you want to insert an element, that is called push, and the data will be object type. The data will be object type. That means any type of data you can. And st dot push of any data you can insert, or st dot push of any element you can. Now 3 elements are there. Now if I want to know how many elements are there in this, for each where item in st, and console.writeLine item, it's going to print that list. And st dot pop, which element it is going to remove? The element is going to remove last inserted one is what? Star. That element it is going to remove, and you can see the list here. Console.writeLine after pop, the list is. And if you want to print the popped element also, st.pop, right? See, pop is going to return the object. So you can print this element, console.writeLine, the popped element is plus st dot pop. You can get that star there. Same program, if I want to work with queues, then here static void main and using system dot collections queue equal to new queue and queue dot NQ is used to add one element. NQ is used to add one element. Q dot NQ. So I want to print this list for each where item in Q and console.writeLine item. It's going to print that list. And I want to remove one element. Then console.writeLine, the deleted element is plus q dot dq. That's it. Q dot dq, which is going to remove the element. Means what element? What is this dq is going to return? Object it's going to return. Okay, it's going to print that list. Done. Now, after dq, if I want to print the list, again we can print the list. Now let me run this both programs. First I want to run stack demo. Run. Star is going to remove. After that it's see the popped element is star. So after that these two are going to show. In the same way, if I want to run my queues program, queues demo, run this. See 45 all these elements. First inserted element is this. First inserted element is 45. That 45 is going to remove. Remaining list it is going to show here. Okay. So in your project, if you are having these kind of scenarios, then you use stacks and queues. Otherwise, array list. Or else performance wise you want to take care, then arrays. Okay. So I finished collections concept, but one more is the generic collections. I will discuss generic collections in our once I start OOPS concept. But as of now, collections are important for us, and generic collections. Once I start OOPS, then I will explain. Okay, and tomorrow we are going to start object-oriented programming. That is very important. All the basics with some sample program we will discuss in tomorrow's class. And one more important, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 2 days we are having session from 7 to 8, 7 to 9. Please don't miss the session. Okay, this Saturday and Sunday 2 days session is there, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Anyone is having any issue? Okay then. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. I love you. Thank you.
Madam,
Yes.
one doubt. If in stack and queue, if you want to delete a second object or
No, it's not possible. That means now you only tell I want in movies for movie tickets. So many people are in queue. Then I want suppose in the third position one of your friend is there. So you can't call that friend and you can't move out, right? What you have to do before that say third person, whoever people are there, first you have to give it and you have to move out. Then only you can leave that third person.
okay.
Okay.
object.
So you didn't tell which object, but by default only the first element it will remove, ma'am.
Yes, correct. In middle
And
position element, removing all those things are not possible in stacks and queues.
okay, here push and pop, I'm little confused. Push as in it's giving an element to stack. When you're doing pop, what is it doing, ma'am?
Pop means the last inserted, means first you push 26. Suppose, see, suppose one glass is there. In that glass, you are putting all the balls, imagine.
Mm.
So now means, now I have to remove, the ball size is exactly the glass size. So
Yeah.
one ball above, all the balls are inserted. Now if I want to remove one ball, then how I have to remove? Whatever last you put the ball, that you have to remove, right?
Oh, yeah.
That concept is nothing but stack.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
first you put 56 inside that stack. After that you
Okay.
put, on top of that you put 23.34f. After that,
Okay.
on top of that you put st dot push of star. Now which
Okay.
element you can remove first? You can remove only
Star.
star.
Yeah.
After that again you want to remove, then this. After that
Okay.
again you want to remove, then this. The order will be like that.
Okay. So pop is basically removing that, removing it, right?
Removing last inserted element.
Okay. Got it. And one last question, like I have been seeing this, but I'm not able to completely process the for each thing. Like where item is there, no, ma'am. That item is it a keyword?
No, if you want, I will give your name, anything, any variable name. See, I can give any name. No, just commonly that
Oh,
one item it is fetching, right?
okay.
That's why I'm giving that name as item. You can give any name, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. This is just a variable.
Okay. But whatever is there in the queue or hash table or anything, everything is going into that variable.
Just I'm picking one by one element from that. If you don't like this for each, you can do the same thing like for int I equal to 0, I less than q dot count and I plus plus. Like this you have to give. Instead of
Okay.
writing all these things, this for each is more easy, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Try to practice all these things, but tomorrow
Yeah.
starting OOPS concept, please don't miss. Okay.
When you said collections, array list, stacks, queues, and hash tables, all these four things come in
Four
collection.
main things, but some other things are also there. Suppose say uh, linked list is also there, but it's a
Okay.
generic collection. But sorted list is also there. Yes. If I go to this, sorted list is also there. Sorted list is also a collection.
Okay.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
Some more collections are there, but very important and very commonly used things are these four.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay then. Bye,
Yeah.
Ella.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.